Hey, what's up, guys? Cody here. Hey, gonna do a video and answer about 3 questions. So, first question is, can you still get a clearance if you have foreign contacts? Second is, how do you get your medicine when you're serving overseas at a U.S. diplomatic facility? And third is, how often do DS agents use their soft armor? So, before I get into that, I started a new thing online, a Patreon. I've been hit with a couple bills that have come down the line, and over time through putting out this content, it's starting to add up. So the Patreon is a subscription account. You can contribute $5 for 1 month and never contribute again. You can let it run for 5 months if you find value in the things that I've put out already. Everything will remain free that I'm already doing. So the Off the X podcast, the Becoming a DSS Agent Facebook group, all of these videos, and then the Instagram and everything, all that's, of course, all free stuff. If you want a little extra or you want to contribute, again, I do. You get discounts off the website. You get early access to the podcast, which I'm pretty consistent doing monthly now. You get extra articles that help you become more proficient as a security professional and kind of give you some inside scoop of some of the things that go on behind the scenes at U.S. diplomatic facilities. And then I also do what I call a story time, stories that didn't make my book, Agents Unknown, that didn't just have enough meat to make a full story. But I go ahead and I do about a 15, 20-minute story where I just talk through it. And I think they're pretty good. So Patreon, Off the X, Patreon/OffTheX_Inc. INC. And I'd be grateful if you drop a little bit in the tip jar, just because, like I said, things are adding up. But I am here to support you all, and will continue with all the content that has previously been free. And like I said, that's just it's just to help out. So let's get to the questions. Foreign contacts. I guess there's some misinformation out there on some of these 911 forums, etc., about having a foreign contacts and not getting a clearance. My understanding, some people are saying, nope, have foreign contacts, you won't get a clearance. That's BS. A lot of stuff on those forums are BS. You can absolutely have foreign contacts and get a top secret clearance. There's a number of factors they'll look at, and I'm going to look to the left here. I have some notes. One would be about how many foreign contacts do you have? Where is the foreign contact from? That's an important one. What is your relationship with that foreign contact? And what does that foreign contact do for a living? So, for example, if you have a foreign contact that might be a girlfriend that you've been with for 2 years, she is Russian, and she currently lives in Russia, and she works for the Russian government, yeah, you might not get a clearance. But on the flip side, if you got someone from any other country, or one of more friendly, non-adversarial countries, then I don't expect any issue whatsoever. That there might be a delay because the amount of contacts, they'll have to kind of investigate a little further. So if you have a lot of contacts, there might be a delay in getting your clearance. But think about it. State Department is a foreign policy branch. We're overseas all the time. We develop foreign contacts. We remain in contact with them on occasion. There are thousands of us with foreign contacts. And so when we do our renewal clearances, our every 5 years for TS clearance, we put our contacts down. We're honest. We talk to them. We got to tell how much you communicate with them, right? Is it once every month, every year, every day? All that factors in. But the chances of you getting denied for a clearance for the State Department, top secret clearance for the State Department, because you have foreign contacts, are very slim. A lot of it matters on those variables I talked about, specifically or especially what country they're from, and then how close is your relationship. So don't sweat it. I'm happy to answer more questions on that. But if you have foreign contacts, apply. Now, if you are with another agency, a 3-letter agency, FBI or some of the others, they probably have a more stringent process. Because once your clearance gets through, this investigation goes to a personnel's suitability panel. And so they'll look at your foreign contacts, they'll look at your behavior, they'll look at everything that came in the investigation, and they'll make a determination at that point. If you should be eligible for a clearance, and if you should be eligible to work in the position that you have applied for. So don't sweat the foreign contact issue. Be honest about it. But don't sweat it. How do you get medicine overseas? So there's a couple ways to get medicine overseas when you're living on a diplomatic post. So uh, a lot of there are these online or mail order clinics or pharmacies that you can get medicine from. You can work with your doctor to say, hey, this is my new pharmacy, and I need you to issue this prescription like 2 to 3 weeks in advance. In which case, it just gets mailed to you through the mail, through the to the embassy. So when you live with these foreign countries, you have what's called a DPO address. So for those of you in the military that may have been overseas, you have the APO. DPO is diplomatic post office, and it's similar to the military. It gets to you through U.S. mail. So if your family is shipping you something to a DPO address, it'll go. It's usually like a Dulles, Virginia address. And then it'll get shipped to you just like as if you're shipping in the U.S. So that's what you would do in one case. The other case, depending on what it is, some of these bigger embassies do have clinics and facilities where there may be some stock medicine. I don't know if they'll have like blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine, etc. But they'll have some basic meds at some of these facilities, and they can do basic stuff, right? They can test for different things and do general medical checkups, etc. The other thing is a lot of these countries, even some of these more third world ish countries, they have some facilities that are let's say very, but they're Western, they're modernized, right? So the U.S. State Department has a Bureau of Medical Services, or it might be the Office of Medical Services. Either way, it's DS Med or it's State Med, and they assess these facilities overseas, right? Some of these foreign facilities, maybe it's a French facility in Vietnam. They say, you know what, this one's pretty good. It meets U.S. standards. You can go here. We could recommend that you go here for a particular level of care. And within that, you could also get issued a prescription for your blood pressure or your cholesterol or whatever medicine it is. So they do that at countries worldwide. They'll continue to assess and reassess the different hospitals. As a DS agent, you do that as well, particularly when there's a protection detail, some high profile visitor coming to town. You want to know what the capabilities are and where your best hospitals, facilities are. But yeah, so you could go to those potentially that have been assessed by State Med and get your medicines that way. So there's ways to do it. I had meds overseas. I think I had them sent to me. I forget, but every assignment overseas, even my TDY assignments, I was actually TDY. I just got a 3-month. The 2 TDYs I just got a 3-month prescription, so I had enough to last me for that whole. And that's something you can do as well. Maybe your doctor will give you a year of something. I don't know how that works, but it's possible. How often do you use soft armor as a DS agent? So soft armor, I'm assuming you mean like the under your shirt type armor. Maybe the police wear under their uniforms. Because we do get armor of different levels. When you go high threat, you get a high pro kit. You'll have plates. When you just finish BSAC, you'll get high pro police armor. So police. Federal agent. I have a police one up there. They'll get all the Velcro to put on your raid vest. And say raid when you do entries on homes on occasion, but you could wear that. For example, if you're working a particular spot at United Nations General Assembly, you might wear that raid vest with diplomatic security, police, et cetera, et cetera. But if you're talking about the soft armor that you wear under, I will tell you it depends. I don't know what every DS agent does. I know a lot of them do wear it on protection details. I know probably maybe I should have more often, but I didn't. I based mine on risk and who I was protecting. So there was a time where I was protecting Pervez Musharraf, the former president of Pakistan, who was accused of assassinating, I think it was Benazir Bhutto, which is future female president of Pakistan. And there were some accusations. And so we get like a unofficial protection detail for him in Houston. It's unofficial as in there wasn't a dip note that was sent, but we were asked to do it. And, and I wore my armor then because as a pretty significant Pakistani community in Houston, and I given the threats to him, I thought it was necessary to wear it, so I did. I've also protected the like foreign minister of the European Union, and I did not wear it because it's 16-hour days in September in New York, and I didn't think it was a need or September, October for me to wear it. And based on the threat, I mean, threats pop up anywhere, anything can happen, but I chose comfort. Again, maybe sometimes against my better judgment. So I based mine on threat. I know people that wear it all the time. Right? That's up to them. And I know some that never wear it as well. Mine, I was more on the never side. I would wear it on occasion, but not always. And there's no reason for that, but I just probably didn't use the best judgment all the time, or I just wanted to be comfortable. And it is what it is. And obviously in high profile, high threat protection, you're going to wear two types of armor. One's going to be high pro, which should just be over your shirt, your high pro kit, and then you will wear most times what we were doing back then. I think they're still doing now is you'll wear a sport coat and a baggy button down shirt or something, and you'll have some low pro armor. So you can't really see it, but it does have plates. You always wear plates in Iraq. So there's a couple pictures of me. I think one in the book, and I had someone tease me that I was gaining weight, and they can tease me now because I gained a bunch of weight. But back then I wasn't. I had this low pro armor that made me look super bulky. So we do wear them, but domestically, it's really up to you. And no one will. I don't think anyone will make you wear it. Right? It's individual choice. So you can do that. All right, that's all I got. Send questions if you got them. You know how to reach me. I'm on Instagram. That's where I'm most active. Instagram _Inc. You can post something here. I sometimes see these messages and I forget to reply. So again, follow up with me on Instagram. And I wanted to mention again the Facebook group, Becoming a DSS Agent. Fill out the questions. You need to be interested to get in the group. I'm not just going to have people just wanting to listen because that's not what it's about. So fill out the questions, and we'll get you in the group. Of course, this YouTube channel. We do have the Off the X podcast. I think I'm almost pushing, 17, 18 episodes. And very valuable information for those of you who want to be DS agents and learn about the global security career that could take you into other careers. I'm in corporate security now, make some good money there. Not as exciting, but got a good work-life balance. So, you can check those podcasts out, and I think they're pretty entertaining. And then also, like I said, my book, Agents Unknown, you can get it from my website, CodyPerron.com, where I will send you something extra, a patch, a sticker, something like that. If you get it from Amazon, cool as well. You can get it there. You can get it on Audible. You can get it through Barnes & Noble online. You can buy it on iBooks, through Kindle. So there's a number of places you can get it. Sitting at 180 reviews, 5-star. I have a few 4 stars and very little 1s and 2s and 3s. And, but mostly 5 stars. So I think if you're going to be a DS agent, if you could read the reviews, and the reviews will tell you that book really helped people get through it, because I kind of talk about my mindset when I'm going through these different scenarios. And lastly, again, I'd be grateful if you do have the time to go onto patreon.com/offthex_Inc. And again, you could just contribute the $5 and then cancel it the next month, but you'll get all the intel that's on there already. It's like 2 or 3 stories already. There's a few articles. There's some questions. There's right now I got something on there that is not public yet, but I will make it public about school security, and a proposal that I plan on sending to people in positions that may be able to do something about it, and maybe they'll ignore it, but whatever, I'm going to give it a shot. So check it out, and I'm grateful for all of your support. And again, let me know how I can support you. All right, send questions if you got them. Thanks, y'all. Out.